couple of things in this tutorial, somewhat unrelated, but maybe some helpful hints and tricks for you to be able to come to the final high-end production here of our PSA City School film. So here I have my Hawk character. First thing I wanted to do is double check my colors, because I'm not sure if they match 100% to the logo. And the only one I'm really suspecting of, maybe two, but the one I'm really going to focus on is the end color here, this kind of orange color. So what I've done is I imported the logo and mapped it onto a flat here. And what I can do when I select a material editor port here, I can open up that. And instead of trying to mix color and match, I can go to an eyedropper here, go over to this color, and hit, and there, that's exactly from the client's copy of the logo. So I know this one's pretty close, if not bang on. So you can see it's darker. It's more of an orange than what I have here. So that could be something you can play with just to double check if your colors and such. And then again, it's just a matter of picking this up, going to that object. I am just going to go to the polygon here, select it, and drop that color in. So there we go. That looks a little punchier than the other elements. And I can do that anything that's that color, particularly on the logo. I can go in and drop that color in. Oh, I got to do the background too. Oops. So let me see. Can I make that work? Or have I messed that up? Let me see. Here we go. I'm going to go there, and then hopefully here, is that going to work? I think it is. I think it is. And then here's this color. There we go. So that works. I'll look at my screens going off and on again. I might have to refresh for part 2 to make sure that's working. But there we go. So now those colors are matching, and I can do the same for this piece here. Let me see, am I just grabbing the center? There, that's good. And update that, get out of that, and do the same on this side. Alright, just going to select inside here. Oh, did I select inside there? Let me select inside there. There we go. Drop that color in. And there we are. Okay, so there we go. One little trick of matching colors. Not just the logo, but if there's colors you want to match, don't forget that little eyedropper here and bring in your reference, and then you can make sure that color's bang on. So now in this next trick, or tip, however you want to look at it, is, I had some questions about how to change the head direction or do a head turn on your character or the Hawk. So I'll do the Hawk here. What's going to be important that you have the top view open and hopefully everything's leveled well. For example, if here's all sorts of pieces of my Hawk, if I swipe over this bunch of segments, that's the entire head, and that's going to be important that that's separated out so that I can do that. To do the head turn for the Hawk, it really helps if we flip the neck as well. So I can see where that one lines up with the torso and is using the bevel. That makes it a little trickier to do, but yeah, we'll see how that sorts out. So what I'm going to do is just move this forward, doesn't matter which frame. I'm going to use frame 20, and I'm going to select the head that I have here. Let me see, I want to make sure I get all the elements of the head. Now let me just check on this one here. Okay, yeah, that's not related, so and I'm just going to swipe over, make sure I have all the elements of the head, which is good. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to, with everything selected, I'm going to right click and go to, if I can see it, Object Properties. And what I'm going to do at this point, visibility is at 1, so it's like 100%. If I take this down to 0 and press OK, the head disappears. It becomes invisible. And that's cool. So at frame 20, that's what I wanted to do. I want to be able to switch to a different head. So I'm going to pre-select that. And here, what I might have to do, well, let's see how it works out. I'm going to go back to frame 19, right click, and then go to, oh, you know what I need to be doing at this is have auto key on, because I want to animate this object properties from invisible and not. So here I'm going to go to, well, let me see. Yeah, let me go to 20 again, and I'm going to do a set key. Since the head is selected, if I hit set key and then the big plus mark here, that will lay down a key for that. Then when I go back to auto and step back one frame, and then with that head selected, I am going to go to object properties again and have it go to 100. And that doesn't seem to, that's okay. It's back. Here I've got, let's see what happens. Yeah, it fades in, fades up to this. So what I need to do is this invisible key here at 1, I'm going to delete that. Let's see if this works. So now the head's complete, and then goes at the next frame here. If all worked well, and it doesn't look like it has. Let me see. Let me go past here and let my screen refresh. Yeah, it hasn't gone invisible. So what I need to do is select that head again, and we'll get this to work right. Again, I'm doing this without practice so that we can see what can go wrong when you try it. So the head's all selected, going to go to the object properties, and I'm going to go to that 0 again. And this time I am going to do a set key again, and let's see if this is going to work. So, okay, so here is at 100%. So I'm going to drag that key over to here. Let's see if this is going to work now. Oh, I'm going to put it right over top of that one. So we have the head, and then it disappears. Right, this is what I wanted to do. And please ignore the rest of the body disappearing. That's just my 3ds Max not refreshing very well. Once this semester's over, I'm going to try and get all this fixed. So if I play that, which it won't let me. Let me just see if I can get this to play. Yeah, so then the head disappears at that point, which is what I want. And what I'm going to do here as well, I'm going to select the neck, and I'm going to do the same thing if I can get this to work properly. I'm going to try a set key here to see if it's going to keep its visibility. Then I'm going to go to this next one, and with that neck selected, I am going to go to object properties and have that go to 0 and do a set key. Oh, press OK there and do a set key. And let's see if that's going to work. Again, if the refresh will work for me, and let me know. So it looks like it is staying invisible and not giving me what I want. Yeah, got to figure out why that plays that game. Not sure why. So let me select that again here. So yeah, there's keys there. I don't know why it's doing this, but anyways, let's see if we can work around it. So I'm going to go to object properties and go to that 100% or 1.0 and press OK so that it's back. So let me just see if it's actually going to work this time. Yeah, I don't know why I got to kind of do it twice to get it to work, but it seems to be the case. So let me see, is that working back here? Is it? No, it's still invisible. Let me select the neck again. And at this point, Maybe it's because I didn't hit the set key. I thought I did, but let's just do that again. Here, so I'm at 19. So it's remembering what frame you're at and pressing OK and hitting the set key. And let's see if that's going to work for us. Nope, doesn't want to work. Let's see. I'm going to go to the invisible one again and just let me check this out. Go here, just gonna make sure it's set. Okay, I'm going to set key that for this one. Is it back? It's back on this one. Oh, does that disappear? No. Okay. So anyways, hopefully you don't need to do a head turn because you can see the issues I am having. Let me go now to object properties. And I'm going to go to 0. Press OK. And I'm going to hit the key here. And here it is. Finally, I think it works. So we have the neck here. And that seems to be good. And then when we get to 20, it is invisible. And I'm not sure if I play this, if it's going to work properly or show us. Oh, okay. So the neck's not working. Let's just try the head. Let's just try continuing with the head and see if we can get it all to work here. Yeah, it's not helping that my refresh is bad on here. So I'm going to move forward here with the head, and I'm going to come back to where the head's visible. So this is fine. This is all good. So at this point, I'm going to go to auto key, and maybe that's part of my issue, is what I want to do at this point is on this next frame here, I am going to do a, you know what I might do? Turn auto key off right here. And with the head at the invisible here, I am going to shift and hang on, I need my tool. There we go. I'm going to shift and drag forward so that it's separate from the other head. Press OK. And this one, at this point, I am going to do a, let's see if I leave it on auto key, if it'll work for me. I'm going to go to object properties and do the 100%. Press OK. And let me just do a set key just to see if it's going to help. Now, with this one selected, the idea here is that I got two heads, one on top of the other. But this one, I am going to rotate over and press OK. So I'm not sure why it's changed location. It didn't do that to me last time, but that's okay. I get used to surprises. So I am going to bring that head back over top of the body here. Actually, hey, you know, that doesn't even look too bad. So just shifting that on the neck kind of helps. So let's see if this one's happening. All right. Again, I don't know if this is going to play and not do funny refresh things on me. But if I play this, nothing happened. All right. It's playing games on me. So let me try this again. So at our frame, here we go. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to flip this, press OK. That's what I want it to do. And I'm going to shift it back in place. Help if I saw the neck. It's going to refresh for me. Or is it still playing games on me? So let me see. Let me just maybe move that back to about there. That looked good. So I am going to do a plus there. See if that helps, if it's going to stay. And, okay. So we got two heads. It's not wanting to be cooperative whatsoever, is it? Let me select this again. And on this one, I also want to make sure that at this frame 19, the one before, that it is, and let me see if I put it on okay, that I go to Object Properties and make sure it is at 0. Press OK. Even just doing an extra set key here. See if it's going to work for me. And now let me just go to the next key and see what I've got. Hey, that's not too bad. I think it's going to work. But yeah, a lot of back and forth and messing about. So it's going to take some experimentation. There we go, got the viewport working. So now you can just see him popping his head over looking in another direction. So you can try this with Hawk, your character, depending on your storyboard. So this is just something if you need to do it. You can see I had a little trial and error getting the visibility and non-visibility working here. But you can see that it does work to a good degree. Yeah, it didn't have to move the neck. That actually seemed to work quite well in that position. Alrighty, well, good luck if you're using this one.